Morning, welcome to my workshop. Today I'm going to be working on my project bike, my GSX750F. Today I'm hoping to get the fuel tap back into the tank. In one of the previous videos you'll know that we rebuilt the fuel tap, so that's going back in the tank today. Yesterday I done the spark plug removal. I did then remember that I hadn't gapped the spark plug, so I've taken them back out again, gapped them and put them back in. So the spark plugs are back in there, the bar's back on, the airbox is going back on and the tank's going back on today. So we're going to put the fuel tap in. I'm going to give you a close-up. So follow me on this GSX-F project. So roll the sleeves up time. Right, a good idea to clean around where the petrol tap is going. Clean it before, but drop of fuel, clean around where the petrol tap's going, because you want a nice seal in there. So I think it's going to be easier to have the let's get in shot. Fuel tank. All the words coming out wrong today. So fuel tap is going back in the bike. Like I said, I did remove the pipes from the tap. Everything's pretty clean on there. There's just two bolts. Did have it in the spare parts box all labelled up, so I know what one's going there. Let's get that on today. So fuel tap in. Put the nuts and bolts in. Make sure that's that side. If you can see that, making sure it's that side of the bolt, because it's just going to sit in that little recess. And same with this one, making sure it's that side of the bolt. Now it's a little bit fiddly. I'm going to tighten it down by hand. And we've got to get that rubber underneath, so I'm going to just do it finger tight so that rubber is sitting underneath, and then when it's finger tight with the rubber underneath, I am going to poke that rubber just a little bit further in so that it goes in that recess without getting squashed. That's the plan. If anyone knows an easier way to do it, please let me know. Screw it down. Poke that rubber back in. Now it's got to sit in that recess under there. I think I've got it. I've almost got it. Oh, black cat. That side. Right. I've tried to organise myself a bit more this morning. There'll be something I've forgotten, I'm sure, but there you go. It looks like that seal's sitting in there nicely now, so just clamp it down. Needs to be nice and tight, we don't want any fuel leaking. Okay, that's in there. Next, if you remember from one of my previous videos, I've got two connectors that are pretty rotten. So I'm hoping there's enough flex on that cable. I'm going to cut these back. I'll cut these back and put some new bullet connectors on them. Because they're pretty rotten. That's the fuel sensor of how much got in the tank. That's the fuel sensor cable. So let's bring that camera in a little bit closer. Strip a bit of the insulation back. Oh, it's obviously got mashed at one point there as well. Look, it's pretty, don't know, it's obviously got a bit mangled. Strip some of that back. Oh, it's a bit rotten, isn't it? It's a bit rotten. Okay, I think we'll take a good inch off there. We should be all right. You can see I've got cables that are stuck together, or bare cables as well. Look, I've got bare cables. I'd never like to see bare cables. That's kind of melted on there a bit. So take it back to where I feel happy with it. It may be that I have to replace the whole thing, but for today I won't. If I need to replace the whole thing, then I'll do it when I take this off. I'll start from here, do a whole new cable. But for today, I would like to get my bike up and running. I'm just going to take it back to a position of safety. Oh, bare naked cables. Ooh, don't like them. Let's have this one off. Right. The wire strippers out. It is only a sensor, so let's put a bullet one side. Get the crimpers on there. Crimp that little beauty on there. And on this side, I'm going to put it the other way round. So if anyone ever does take it apart again, they won't get them muddled up. Let's cut that one back. I've had to cut this one back further. That's the one with the bare cables. I don't like bare cables. The wire cutters on there. It's not getting replaced today, but it is going to get replaced. Today I would like to fire her up. Cut through the crimp. Cut through the crimp. Let's go back to the bloody thing. I was a bit over enthusiastic. Let's try again. Let's not be over enthusiastic. It's a bit of a crimping menace. Obviously had it on the too small. Black cat. That's more like it. Have a bit of that insulation off. Righty-tighty. That one's going to be going back on. Okay. The same on the other side as well. So the reason I've put one bullet this side and one of the sockets this side is so that if someone takes it apart in the future, they can't put on the... If I put the same on both sides, then they can get muddled up. It just makes it easier if you take it apart again. Now, obviously, I've got to go and do that on the bike. So now, back to the bike. These are the two, because I labelled them up, that go to the tank. We've got the red one and we've got the yellow and black one. So the yellow and black one on the tank is the male connector. So I'm going to put the female connector on the bike onto the yellow and black one. Let's hope the cables are long enough. So the yellow and black one is going to get the male connector. Oh, I can't see from there, thank you. Can't see. Let's move the camera. Oh, just trust me. Just trust me. I'm putting the female connector on the yellow and black one. Good, because otherwise I'm going to have to move the camera. Alright, crimp that one on. Just trust in the fact that I'm crimping that one on. Otherwise I've got to move the camera again. Right, so on the red one I'm putting the male connector. Like I said, just so that someone can't get them muddled up. I did label them up for the tank. That one's off. Got a bit of insulation tape wrapped around this one. Oh, it's a bit right. I'm going to take the camera in. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Let's readjust the camera. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Right. We're in. Now, it's always a little bit concerning when there is tape all the way around a cable or halfway up the cable. Pretty certain that cable needs, yeah. So if I look further down the cable, like I said, I'm not going to do it today, but I will be making a new cable up, putting a new cable in. I just want to fire her up today. You know, when you get to the point, whenever you see an electrical cable that's got insulation tape wrapped all the way around it, you know there's going to be a problem. And there is. But for today, I'm going to leave the insulation tape around it. I am going to fully replace that cable, because when I've taken a closer look at the cable, the tank one, is pretty worn and it's obviously got quite hot at some time. So I'm just going to stick a connector. Oh, that is rotten. That's just coming off now. Whenever you see insulation all the way around whenever you see insulation all the way around a cable, you know that there's going to be some sort of problem there. People don't just take it all the way around because it hasn't got a problem. Like I said, it was bare on the other side, so I can almost guarantee that it's bare when I take this tape off. That is rotten. Right, although it's rotten, that's what it's getting today, because I want to find it off. I am a little Miss Impatient at the best of times. I'm going to put a male connector on there. I'm going to crimp that on. Crimp the male connector on there. Crimp very well. So that's the tank sensor switch. Crimped up, taped up, don't do taped up, replace. Next on my video is getting the airbox back in. Airbox onto the carbs. So literally, it places in. Okay, we have a hose that needs to be connected, and we have to get all four of those rubbers onto the carbs. And with a Phillips screwdriver, there are some rather lovely Jubilee clips there. Remember, and we've